Hello everybody, my name's Lawrie Kirk and I'm from the APMG International Office in Canberra, Australia. And I'm just going to share with you a few comments about and insights into the APMG Registered Consultant Accreditation Scheme, and it's abbreviated to RC. Now, there are two categories within that. You can be sponsored by an accredited consulting organisation. That's quite rightly, and that means that you'll be undertaking and delivering your consulting assignment to that agreed quality management system from the accredited consulting organisation. But recently, APMG introduced another category of individual registered consultants. Now, an individual registered consultant is recognition that consultants do move around and at any one time could be working to multiple consulting organisations or clients. So that made it really difficult for them to adhere to one QMS. So we've changed the application form, but largely the assessment stays the same. So let's think about what is the assessment. The assessment looks at not just your technical ability in one of three areas, but also your ability to communicate, engage with clients and manage a consulting lifecycle. We're not just favouring the people who are very good at the start or preparing a tender bid, and that's a great bit of expertise, but we're also wanting to make sure that you have consulting experience from bid preparation through to delivery, through to closure and final feedback. And that's what we're looking at, a well-rounded consulting ability. Now, there are three categories in the Registered Consultant Scheme. There is the APMG Portfolio Program and Project Management Registered Consultant. There is also then the APMG IT Governance and Service Management Registered Consultant and the APMG Organisational Change Management Consultant. Now, you can apply for one or more of those at application at no extra cost. And what we're looking at is for you to demonstrate that with at least 2 to 3 case studies to support your expertise. Now, we provide the format for the case studies, and you know that format is really handy in your organisation, because sometimes when you're finished your consulting assignment, you not sure how you could write a case study. You've got usually, if your organisation, you've got marketing on your back to say we need case studies, we need collateral, but sometimes you don't have that particular format. Now, in the 10 years where I was a registered consultant, I used the APMG format to use these case studies with clients to say, what can I say about this consulting assignment that I was with? How can I sanitize it to make sure I'm not giving out anything that's commercial in confidence? And is what I've said I did an accurate representation? Now think about that. What does the client think about that when you're asking them to validate that? The client is often, in my case, every case, the client was happy to support my ongoing professional development, and in this case, they were happy to support my annual surveillance of my consulting ability. As a registered consultant, you will have after your initial application, and if you're accredited, you'll go into a 5-year cycle. And every 5 years, you'll repeat the preparation, the oral presentation of at least one of those case studies to an assessor or assessors. And they'll be interested in how you managed it, the challenges, how you overcame those assignments, but they're also going to ask you about your commitment to professional development in knowledge areas and what you're going to do. And then every year you'll submit a surveillance form, which is basically a bit of a logbook of what you did, validated by referees. And our assessors will do spot checks. They will ring up those referees and saying, as part of Laurie's ongoing surveillance, could you just validate that Lawrie did this on the consulting assignment? Now just take a moment there and think about the power of that in your client relationship. Your client's already agreed to be a referee, but how nice is that they actually get potentially contacted and said, Lawrie is incredibly interested in your thoughts on this. It's all commercial in confidence between you and the assessor. It allows and demonstrates that I'm wanting to improve my consulting ability. Now, next time that word gets around, I can assure you, because I've been on procurement panels where people have said, look, we can't split this resume, but this person has independent assurance of what they're doing. And that certainly has tipped it in my favour. If you're interested, I'd urge you to contact APMG. My contact details are there. But the Registered Consultant Scheme, I think, is a great way in a tough market for you to differentiate your expertise. I look forward to your inquiries.